I'm Eric with Rockin' HTV session number 36. Tonight we are going to work on, tonight's lesson is how to take apart a DCP Lonestar. This is something that the guy asked me to do a special video on, and I said, well, why don't you send me your truck, I'll do the video so more people can benefit. So we're going to let the crowd join in. We are at 8:26 here on Memorial Day. Hope your holiday has been great. We have Nathan in the house, and Nathan in the house, and Scott. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. Hope your holiday's been great. Good. I'm glad you can be here too, Scott. Let me see. So this week, Friday, I took my daughters. They wanted to go camping. They've been telling me I haven't been taking them camping enough this summer, and my wife was busy with activities all weekend. So what we did. I was planning on going to a lake about an hour away, and then on Tuesday my sister says, hey, why don't we meet at the Quartz Mountain Range in Oklahoma? And I thought, well, that's going to beat the place we were going to go. We'll meet you there. And Friday night we left and went down to the Quartz Mountain Range and came back this morning. So it's been a good weekend for me. And I hope all of you have had a relaxing, enjoyable weekend too. While we're waiting here, tell me what you did. I know some of you had posted in a thread on Friday, but if you missed that, I'd love to know what you did with your weekend. And we have Dustin. He has been working on a cool project. If you remember the No Secrets Lab, he's got a Massey Ferguson lawnmower. He's putting a garden tractor. He's putting a Kubota diesel in. That's kind of cool. And we have Jimmy in the house. Ward is in. Hello, hi Ward. And Scott says he sold his first toy show last weekend and it went well. Excellent. Glad to hear that. And Alan. Hello, Alan. Good evening. Excuse me. Boy, supper's coming back on me here. And Nick. Hello, Nick. Good to see you. Gosh, got a good group coming in this evening. Have a couple more minutes here. And as I was saying a few seconds ago, if you've been having some fun things happen this weekend, please leave them in the comments. Got a fly problem in here. Holy cow. Nick is asking me how it's going, and Nick, it is excellent. Spent a long weekend at the Quartz Mountain Range in Oklahoma, and it's beautiful, and the water was great, and it was awesome. Austin says hello, good to see you here. Bruce, hi Bruce. Vaughn, hello. Vaughn has got an amazing display. If you want to see some cool pictures of a display, talk to Vaughn. Dylan, there he is. Hello Dylan, good to see you. Hope your weekend is going well as we wrap up this long weekend, for some of us anyways. And so some of you had to work, and some of you are still working probably. But glad you could be here. Okay, one more minute. This is actually the truck we are going to work on tonight. So I got this message request and said, can you make a disassembly video on one of those? And I said, send me your truck and I'll do the video. Word says it's hazy from fires. Didn't know that. Huh. And Jonathan, hello Jonathan. Still building, good. And Jimmy's been working on a 28.5-foot trailer. I believe he's got some Super Bs going together. And that is cool. And, Nick Myers Racers tonight. Silage is going down. Sweet. Okay. All right, from the smoke. All right, well, maybe that's what I was smelling all day today. Yeah, that truck did get there fast, Nathan. That's right. It was waiting on me. Couldn't believe it. And it worked out because tonight I was actually supposed to interview Ricky Shoemaker from Badlands Custom Trucks. And he had a conflict at the last minute. And this truck was here. And it's like, ooh, I know what we're doing. Okay. Well, fellas, it is 8:30. So hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Eric with Rockin' HTV, session number 36. Tonight we're going to work on a disassembly of a DCP Lonestar. I haven't done one of these in a long time. It's been a couple years. And one of our viewers here says, can you do a video on this? And I said, better yet, send me your Lonestar and I'll do the video. I'll take it apart live and then I'll send you all the parts back. So that way we all get to learn, okay? And if there's other things like this, of specific things that I haven't done for you, let me know, because I am more than willing to help out. Do some of these types of things, and just work it out. Just, little whatever ideas you have, I'm willing to take those on and go with it. So with that, I'm going to turn the camera around. And we're going to get busy on this DCP IH Lonestar. Here we go, guys. Okay. So just a stock DCP, nothing fancy here. Just a good old Lonestar. And this is kind of a neat little truck. I dig them. They're all right. They're just cool. All right, so where do we begin? Well, there's really no hard and fast rules on where you start on these, but I like to start with the stuff that's going to break easy, so I'm going to just start from the front and work my way back. How's that? So let's do this hood. And you have to bear with me because I may have to freshen up my memory as we go because it has just been a while since I've done one of these. The last one I did was in the Periscope days, and those videos don't save. Okay, so what we're doing here is trying to get on this pin that's holding the hood on, and it's being a little stubborn. Well, I can get under one end and not think, oh, there. Okay. So we're going to have to take off this bumper first so we can get around that pin. And what I'm hesitating for here is I've got two plastic rivets right here, 1 and 2, that are holding this bumper on. I'd like to clean those off before we get too far. And as I was looking at that, it dawned on me that I had forgotten to get a Phillips. Wow. That's even stubborn. Holy smokes. So we're just going to take this. I want to get to this plastic rivets and take those out. So one thing nice about these Lonestars is this screw here kind of holds your steering assembly on. And what we're going to do on this particular build also, guys, is we're going to take this clear down to the bare frame, because the owner wants to do a full repaint. So guess what we get to do? We get to learn. Hot diggity. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking this, I'm out of order here on this, guys. I don't normally like to do this at this particular time, but I really don't want to, I'm trying to save the pins on that bumper. That's what I'm doing. And sometimes you can lift those, you can just kind of lift this out. So I'm just kind of, all right, we need a new tool. Let's get a new tool here. Okay, let's try this. Ah, there we go. Come on, let go there, dude. There we go. All right, there's one. I thought I had that one. I think my... Oh, shoot. What are we doing here? Breaking stuff. Gotta love it. Nathan's over there like, what are you doing to my truck? There we go. I think we're close. Is that coming out of... Oh, nope. Man, that is in there. There's a little extra glue on that one. I got one side out, but not the other. And we need the whole thing to come out. And I don't want to break those pins, because I don't want to buy this truck from him. Alright, now we're going to try a different angle here and see what we can come up with. This is ridiculous. This should come out not quite this hard. Alright, let's try and... Oh, we don't want to do that. Okay. Well, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this a little. There we go. Okay, now we got the whole thing loose except for that one side. Okay. Flat screwdriver from the side is what Dustin says. I don't know. We're going to give it a go. There's just no good place to pry or grab. Let me see here. Let's see if I can just kind of work that back and forth a little bit. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of, you can see me twisting this thing, just trying to break that glue loose. And then I'm going to grab it with these pliers. I love these curved pliers. Come on, get out of there. Boy, they just kind of let you get a little leverage in there, and I dig that. See, that part's, this is all loose. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, that's loose and that's loose. But boy, that one does not want to come out so well. All right, let's just twist on that a little bit more. I'm not getting too carried away here, guys, because I dang sure don't want to bust a pin. Because then you got to start freaking all over with a whole different truck, and that's not fun. You'll notice my silly pliers slipping a little bit because I'm taking the paint off. Man, that dude just does not want to come apart. Alright, we're going to take these out. You'll notice the tie rod and these tires are coming out. That's dandy. There we go. Oh shoot. Did bust that sucker. Dadgummit. Huh. That dude did not want to come out. Well, we'll have to solve that puzzle later. Okay. Well, that's not a good show, is it? All right. Okay, gonna come in here and what I'm doing here is I'm taking my knife and I'm just cleaning off that plastic so I can save that pin. So when this thing goes back together, I just like to do this as much as I can. And then what I have here is, I'll set it down right here. This is just a screwdriver with that I made a point on. And what I can do now is just push that out as, as good as I can and save those pins as much as I can. Wahoo! And I'll tell you guys another little thing about these DCP trucks. They all seem to, some of them come apart really, really simple, and then other ones you just fight the whole way. You break parts, and you might. Some of them they're just so variable, and it's just a matter of just being careful and trying not to muck up parts. There we go. Hot diggity. Look at that. And we saved those two pins. Hallelujah. Okay. So we're going to set that part right there. Okay, now we have room. We can get in here, take out that lousy pin that's holding this in. I think I'm going to grab these. They're just a little bit more aggressive. And you want to be careful how much you twist on these and pry, because I have broke those on other trucks before. And that will send you over to Gabe to buy a new hood. Or you just don't have an opening hood, which is what I normally do on my own stuff. Like I'll go salvage one of my own trucks and reuse those broken parts on my own stuff. Okay, we now have a hood. That is off. Look at that. Okay. Now on these, the fenders do come off, and then you have some black plastic in here that comes off, and also these plastic headlights come out, and of course you have your grill up here. So there's quite a few little tiny parts on just the hood, and I'm going to try and keep things in the shot so you can kind of see these parts as they come off. Okay, let's start here on the side. Okay, and what I'm taking off here is this piece of trim. Oh, there you go. Try and keep you in the shot as much as I can. Okay, there's a piece of hood trim right there. I'm going to do the other one right away. And I was told what this project's going to be, and it's actually going to be pretty darn cool when it's all done, so that'll be kind of fun. So there you see two pieces of hood trim out. And then we'll see if we can push these off. If not, I'll just grab them and do it the old-fashioned way. Sometimes this little trick works, and then other times it doesn't work worth a darn. Because those things are generally in there pretty tight. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so I've got my rag here on this chrome fender, right? And I'm just going to take this and gently wiggle it out. And the reason I'm putting my rag on that plier is so I don't scratch that up, okay? And we kept one pin and one didn't, so we lost one pin, and the other one came out real nice. Come on, Lego dude. There it is. Well, I lost one on each one of them, go figure. That's not really that uncommon, actually. And then we're going to take out this piece of plastic. And remember, if you're going to use any type of paint remover, this plastic hates paint remover. Hates it. Okay. You'll have a raucous pile of goo if you use any paint remover on these things, on any plastics. Okay, I just removed a little tiny piece of plastic off the back, and look at that, came right out. I'll try and keep that right there where you can see it. Look at that. Okay, then we have a fender and a headlight. Okay, and then this plastic piece goes with it. And we have another fender. And then there you go. Watch this. Okay. And after I clean that off, it just slipped right out like that, see? Okay, so now we have two fenders and plastic, and there we go. And then we're rounding the corner on our hood with the grill coming out last. Okay, and I'm not reading all your comments here, guys. So I'm just focused here, so I'll catch up here with the comments soon. Okay, and there you go. There's the hood. There's your insert. Okay, so you can keep all that, which is kind of cool. I mean, you don't lose that detail because you're not going to strip that. But there's your thing. Now, one little tip I would tell you, and I've done this a lot on Peterbilt hoods. Let's say instead of taking these fenders off, let's say we put this fender on, and this is just a little tip for some of you guys. So you leave that fender on there, but you remove all of the plastic off, all that plastic comes out, and then you leave the fender on, and then you put the whole thing in lacquer thinner or paint stripper. Well, when I dip mine in lacquer thinner, just leave it for 24 hours, those fenders will be off in the morning. You know, if I put this in tonight on a Peterbilt hood, a lot of times those fenders are laying in the bottom of my stripper jug. So you can do that. You just got to take all the plastic off first and then go about the rest of it. Okay, let's talk about a sleeper. Let's get this off. And let me see, Matt is saying, hey, where's my parts bin? Well, actually, I'm leaving these parts out because I'm going to put these back in bags so everything is matched up. And so like the screw and all these things, so all of this stuff will be in a bag separate, so when the guy gets these parts back, he'll know where everything went, or where everything goes. Whoops, wrong screwdriver. Okay, 2 screws hold your cab assembly on. Okay, and you'll notice this part here that goes in the firewall come off, no big deal. Okay. Whoops. Try not to bust things. Okay, we're going to set the frame to the side and just tear down the cab here. Okay, so now you have a couple of choices what you can do. You have rivets here. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just take this apart first. I got to remember how this goes. There we go. Yeah. See, just like that. Come on, Lego. Lego my ego. Okay. So, okay, like I said, you have choices here. Now, you can take these, you can drill out these rivets and then go ahead and take these fenders off if you want to. That way you could paint this if you're intending to paint all of this. I'm not actually sure how much, well, he said a complete tear down, so we're going to completely tear it down. Or you can leave them on. If this was not your intention to paint this at all, then don't worry about it, leave it all together. But where this is going to be a complete paint job, repaint, well, we got to splash paint on that, right? Well, I'm not, but the guy that owns this truck is. Haha. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to the drill press quick. I'm going to flip you back up. We're going to take a look at this. And you can't see my drill press very well. Oh, here, we can move that. There we go. And I'm just using an oversized bit here, just because it's in. And I think this one's sharp too. Okay, now as my normal job is with these rivets, trying to drill those out, the bit wanders off and it got all over here, but these are plastic, FYI, so if you happen to wander off, you're not killing anything. Okay, going for a ride. Okay, there we are again. Okay, now I'm going to take these off. Just going to kind of get underneath here with my screwdriver. May have to use my X-Acto knife, as it turns out. Come on, get underneath there, you dog. There it is. Okay, and then we have a fender. And another one. Here we go. Can you believe it? It's already 8:51. We got started on time. Whoops. I keep wandering off of the camera shot. Okay, we're going to get underneath there. Just pry a little bit. Come on, you. Get out of there. There we go. Okay. Okay, and another fender. Ta-da. Okay. So now we have this piece of die cast right here. And if I am not mistaken, there's a bunch of glue that holds that on there. And we're going to see how this goes. Okay, now I don't recommend getting real carried away with the prying and all this, because, oh, there's a better spot. You don't want to screw up your plastic pieces and whatnot. Okay. I wonder if we can get in that and pry a little bit. Oh, yes we can. Look at that. There we go. Okay, where are we stuck? Let's try again. There it is. Okay, perfect. Now, your cab trim, see these trim pieces right here? They all will go back like so, okay? Alright, we're going to let that be. And then it looks like our exhaust right here, our exhaust is riveted in, so I'm going to go take care of that quick, but I'm not going to flip you around this time, okay? Just a second. Okay, here we are, and we are going. Let's see if we can take that out without, oh, there we go, perfect. Now, when you go back to putting this all back together again, a couple of tips here. See these holes where they're a bit small? You could take a round file or a knife or something and make these holes a little bit bigger. They won't fit quite as snug, but it'll make them easier to come back on, okay? So, just FYI. And then when you go back to putting it back together again, guess what? Just reverse this video. And then you will be gold. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some exhaust off and other things. Maybe I want to take this out so I can push from the inside. There's your interior. Okay, now we can get the exhaust out. And I'm just actually pushing that. Oh, look at that. There's your headliner. I'm just kind of pushing some of that out with my finger, actually. Let's go in here. There we go. Oh, come on now. There. Okay, there's an exhaust. Yeah, there are quite a few parts on this one, which is a little different than some of the other ones that I've worked on. There's a lot going on this particular cab. Kind of cool. Yeah, and I know I'm not using my other one. I just happened to grab this. Alright, so push that out. And come on. Maybe go right here. Twisting that. Get out of there. Oh, there we go. Well, one's out. Alright, let's get the other side. Come on, you. Lego my ego. There we go. And looks like that one got tweaked a little bit. We'll put a little splash of glue on that. Okay, now we're going to work on this. Save. I mean, there's actually a brand new set of mirrors in there. We don't have to save these, but you know, why not save them? There's the mirror. That felt really good. Let's see if we can do this just for good fun. Oh, look at that. Did you see what I did there? Just barely got underneath that, just gave a little squeeze and a little torque, and poof, it came right out. Oh, and look at that. We got us a little air breather just for good luck because we're so good looking. All right. Oh, let me get you back in the shot. Let's try and push that out from behind, and we should be not golden, but we're close. Come on, there we go. And look at that. We're just saving these pins left and right. Love it, love it. Okay, now our air lines here are held in right back here. So we're just gonna come in here and shave that silly plastic off. And we're going to push that out. What do we got here? Oh, okay. And then we can even do that. Look at that. Man, there's a first. I don't think I've done that before. Save that many of those parts. Okay. Now we have these two pieces of trim. Look at that, 1 and 2. And then you just got those handy dandy little plastic pins. 1, boom, and boom, and can I get down in there? So it's 8:58, guys. I'm sorry if we're going long, but just gonna have to be a little longer. No, can't get in that way. Well, maybe. Yeah, that's plastic. Well, let's just see. Here we go. See if we can just pry it out with our knife a little bit. There we go. Oh, didn't get that pin. Doggone it. Boy, we were doing so well and I got cocky. Huh. Boy, there's just no good place to push on the back side of that. All right. Now, it looks like there's nothing fancy about these windows, so I think the way those look is you could just push those out with your finger. Am I right? Nope, I'm not. Not right. Okay. Well, so much for... tried, didn't we? So, I'm just going to try and get underneath here a little bit with this handy dandy knife. That loosen it. Oh, it's feeling like it's gonna go. That's a good song. All right. So what we're gonna do is push on there. I don't want to get too carried away because if you push too hard on these windows like this, what'll happen is you'll kind of crease the plastic and you get this white star in there, and that's dumb. I don't like the way that looks. So, okay, we're gonna put these all together here with our sleeper. Okay, so we have 2 windows and 2 fairings on the back. Awesome. And just for good luck, let's just go give this a shot real fast and see how it works. Yep, there it went. Perfect. Okay, 2 mirrors, 1 and 2. Okay. All right. Now we're back to this. And your visor is held onto these 2 pins here. It's just pressed on, but you have 2 rivets for your windshield, which is a double pain in the butt because now you have 2 more rivets to hopefully not screw up your whole system. Okay, get my handy dandy D-wall out. Okay, just going to I'm going extra slow here because I don't want that thing to slip and poke a hole in my finger or screw up a windshield. Whoop. See what I mean? Almost. Dadgummit. Okay, that doesn't want to sit there anymore. So now we're going to go to the other side and I'll show you my trick when you can't get those silly things to drill out. Okay, I think we're going to stop while we're ahead on that piece. So I'm afraid if I kept going, that would be a mess. Okay, so here's the trick. Take your knife on the back side of this plastic, just cut it. Okay? And then you can just kind of remove a little piece of this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing in there or not, but... Okay, see how I'm just kind of moving this side to side here, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, so now what I'm going to try to do, well, I'm not going to try, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try and, excuse me, and push that out. Ah, there it goes. Ha, diggity, look at there. Ta-da. Okay. And then, I'm gonna do, just push these out. I should pop out. You hope it pops out. Come on, pop out of there, you dog. There it is. And there's your visor. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay. Okay, that is it on the cab. We're all done with the cab. That's the hard part. Look at that. Ta-da. Okay. I'm going to set that there. Now we can begin taking apart the rest of this cab. And we're going to put that screw right there. Okay, looks like a tank already came off for us. That was dandy. Again, there's plastic back here that's been mushroomed out. You can take some of that, just shave it off. My knife is not the sharpest thing in the world, and it seems like I'm always hesitant to use any knife because I normally stick it in me somehow or another and just cut the snot out of myself. So I usually run these blades a little longer than I really should. Okay, pins kept, nice. Steps or whatever that is, fuel tank and all that good stuff. Try just a little bit more. Come on, you. There we go. Oh. And looky there. Well, we kept all of one and most of the other one. That's cool. And it looks like we have a drive line that can come out and other goodies. Okay. Gonna need our wheel removal tool. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. 1 and 2 tires. There we go. Now I'm looking at this. Okay, this is like Peterbilt suspension. It's got this little hook on the inside, and so you don't have to worry about this jumping out on you as you take these wheels out. On a Kenworth is just that stuff. You got to make sure that you don't lose it, because it is just one. There's no hook to secure it into the frame, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, there's your drive line and rear ends. Stick that right there. And then you have a couple of rivets here and here. You can drill those out. And then we've got this fella. Oh, maybe I should get this where you guys can see it, huh? These videos won't do any good if you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, let's see if we can just scrape that off. That, I don't trust it. There we go. Oh, okay, that's separate. Okay, while we're here, so this deck plate here, I just cut that plastic off of that, so the pins come out, and then you have another pin here for your ladder on the side. Okay, and again, just trying to cut, not trying, but cutting that plastic off. There. Okay, now the goal here is to push that out and save the pins. Save the pins. That should be our new mantra. Okay. So it doesn't want to come out too easy, but we'll keep working on it. We'll get it. There it goes. There we go. Saved another pin. Yay. Pins. And this thing I'm going to just get underneath. And yay. Save more pins. Woohoo. Okay. Your fifth wheel plate is die cast. You can leave it on or off however you want to go. I'm actually just going to leave that on because you could strip it and paint it with it on there, and that'd be kind of nifty. Then we're going to do a little drilling here. Get our chrome fenders off. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, I really don't like these stainless fenders. Well, I take that back. I like them if I'm never going to take them off. Because to remount these things is a giant pain in the butt. Or at least it is for me. I just do not like to put these things back on. There we go. This is actually a good day because I haven't put a drill bit in my hand yet, and that's dandy. I like that. Okay, there we go. We've almost got this thing completely stripped down. The only question mark, well, I know how this comes off. This is silly. Just get underneath here and pry the sucker out. Let's just make sure there's not a smarter way. I don't do a whole lot with engines. I never hardly take those out. I know some guys like to swap engines so they can have a cat versus this or that, but I just don't do it because I don't ever pop those hoods anyways. I mean, very rarely. So there's two plastic pins holding this radiator in. And normally, if I do take an engine out, just because, oh, I got some other frames I like to buy, and then I don't need any of this stuff, I just pry them out and don't worry about the pins. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, it looks like over here on this side of the engine, this part here has a pin right there. So we're going to push that out. See if we can save that. It's a rectangular slot, by the way. It's not a round slot. Oh, there it went too. Look at that. Okay. So that part came out. We'll keep that with the engine pieces. Okay. We have the radiator free. So now I'm just going to get the rest of it out. And there's one pin that you can't get to. So we sacrificed that pin on the engine. But there's another one here that we kept. Okay, put those together with the engine. Then we have this little weird thing, whatever this is. Oh, look at that. Nope, I was wrong. Oh, come on now. Behave. Okay, let's see if we can do it this way. Okay, yeah, didn't get that saved. Okay, so this little thing here goes right here, as you can see. So it's got this extra long pin here. Yeah. And then I think we're pretty much done except for the, there we go. Yeah, if you could have pushed that through the top, it would have worked fine. We are all done except for the suspension. We need to take that out. And suspension will normally make me look like a monkey because it's so simple, but yet sometimes it's just a jerk to come out. Oh, you. There. When in doubt, use the knife. There you go. There's one. And two. Okay. Notice how I put my thumb over that so it wouldn't fly away on me. And there you go. Now I did say we wouldn't take, but this would not be a complete teardown if I did not take off the fifth wheel plate. So we're going to take the fifth wheel plate off. There we go. And all I did was pry that up with my screwdriver. There you guys go. This is a complete teardown of an IH Lonestar. You'll notice it kind of looks a bit messy here, but I've got myself and my parts organized. This is a different truck. So what I'm going to go back and do is put all this stuff back in bags, and I'm going to mark on the bag what each set of this combination of parts has on it. And then at the beginning of this, I did manage to fry this silly thing here, our suspension. So I'll go back and JB weld that in the morning. Excuse me. So this is it, guys. We saved quite a few parts on here without busting anything up too much. I mean, this really came apart pretty clean. We kept a whole bunch of this stuff together, which was really awesome. Gosh, this is pretty cool. Okay, so we got that is the Lonestar teardown, complete teardown. There's not a part left on this thing. Okay, fellas. So thank you for hanging with me this evening. It went a little long, about 16 minutes long to be honest with you. So I appreciate you staying and tuned in and engaged. If you have any questions about this build, please, or this teardown, please leave them in the comments. I'll be glad to answer anything. You saw the trials and the, the different things that I did, so you can learn from that and adapt and do your own thing as you see fit. So with that, guys, if you have any other ideas, excuse me, for tutorials and videos, please let me know. Private message me or whatever. I'm always looking for interesting things to do. Maybe not repetitions of things I've done already, but new things. Just something, I mean, it could be simple, it could be difficult, whatever. I'm always willing to tackle it because, what's worse that can happen, right? So with that, guys, I wish you well. I thank you for paying attention, for sharing the videos with other people, and for sharing everything you learn with other people, because it just makes everything better. So with that, guys, like, comment, and share, and we will catch you next Monday when I interview in Rockin' HTV Session 37, Ricky Shoemaker with Badlands Custom Trucks. I really enjoy his attitude and perspective, and I think you'll have something to learn from him. So with that, I wish you good night. Have a good one.